Hey Pewter Report listeners, James Hill here, back with yet another video. We're going to be talking about a potential looming extension for Bucs star wide receiver Mike Evans in this video today. Now, I do want to say this is something that we've been talking about on Pewter Report for weeks and weeks and weeks now. The reason that we are talking about it in today's video is because reports are finally starting to catch up to what we've been saying here at Pewter Report regarding a looming coming extension for the Bucs star wide receiver. And look, whenever you look at this type of move, an extension for Mike Evans, it makes sense in every single way that you can possibly imagine. Number one, Mike Evans has earned an extension. He is the best offensive skill player in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. In my opinion, it is not even really close based on overall production. Two, the Buccaneers are more than happy to keep one of their top wide receiver, I should say, on their team moving forward for the foreseeable future. Mike Evans wants to retire a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. The Buccaneers want Mike Evans to retire a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and hopefully they can get another deal done to where that can become more and more likely as a possibility. Number three, the Buccaneers need to get an extension done because, quite frankly, they need cap space. Right now, as the situation looks, they have re-signed most of their draft class so far up to this point, but you still want a little bit more wiggle room to be able to make some free agent signings down the line in case of injury, in case you need more depth at certain position groups, and all the different things that are associated with those types of decisions. So ultimately, there are multiple reasons as to why this is a good move, a good foresight move, I guess you can say, by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Evans' contract was going to be up after this upcoming season, so once an extension does come, and trust me folks, I believe that it is very likely we will be seeing an extension very soon from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Mike Evans. It's going to make, obviously it makes a lot of sense on every single level. It's going to give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a lot more cap flexibility. Makes sense that they would want to keep their best offensive player right now, skill position wise, on this roster. One of the best players, just period, on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on either side of the football. And all in all, it's just a move that makes sense. Now, what type of contract would Mike Evans get? I think that you could see a possibility of maybe a 3-year deal. And again, I have no inside info on this, just kind of ballparking, but you would expect maybe something very similar to the Chris Godwin type of deal where he's on a 3-year deal making probably $20 million, something along those lines, getting paid like one of the top wide receivers in the league. Again, understandably so. That is the type of deal that at least myself personally expects from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers giving to Mike Evans, and I think a lot of people should expect very similar things like that too. We have seen guys in the past take less money and kind of give some team-friendly deals. Great example is somebody who just did it recently this year in Levante David. He stayed with the Buccaneers for $7-8 million, something along those lines. So Mike Evans, he's always been the ultimate team guy, so maybe he would give the Buccaneers some type of discount-ish in those negotiations, but ultimately, look, it's going to be a good move for all parties when it does happen. Mike Evans is going to get that bag. The Buccaneers are going to keep one of their top guys, just period, on the team. And you're going to just continue to have continuity with one of the best wide receiver duos in the entirety of the NFL with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So let's just kind of pay attention to this. Should, be an interesting situation. And of course, it will create cap space. What would the Buccaneers do with that extra cap space? I don't know, because they did already create some cap space with restructuring Antoine Winfield Jr. and Tristan Wirfs contracts. So that money wouldn't go towards signing draft picks. It would maybe go towards a couple of free agent signings. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Should be an interesting situation once it does continue to develop more and more as the weeks and months go on here leading up to this upcoming season. But folks, what do you think about a potential upcoming Mike Evans extension? Would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, folks, we'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, folks, goodbye for now, and see you soon.